Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays we so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All my fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up, man?
It's Sunday night, man. We in the house once again. We made it through the last week. It's time to get this new week started. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to you, man. And first out, what's going on, B-Rise?
What's up? What up, J Mac?
Hey, man, I'm just living the dream, man. We got the homie Coach G. We got to make Coach G, man. Coach G, you can't go more than a couple weeks.
I know, man. Hey, I got these commitments, man, with these cheering. Hey, 7-on-7 was cranked up. Battle of the Bigs was cranked up for the spring select league. So, man, I be burnt up on Sundays.
Hey, that's why I said maybe if not every Sunday night, I just don't go more than about 3.
Already, gotcha.
If we could get you once a month, I ain't mad about it, homie.
Already, hey, it's about to be the lull time now.
Oh yeah. It's summertime, everybody, and I don't even know if we're gonna do one every week during the summer. Everybody got something going on, vacation, stuff like that. Everybody chilling, so I get it. Coach Carr in the house.
What's happening, my boy? What's going on?
Hey man, I'm just chilling, man. How you doing today?
Chilling, man. I was disappointed. I want to see some football this weekend. Spring games got rained out. I did get a chance to watch some during the week. All in all, man, just enjoying life, man. Right, and everything that it brings. So ready for football season.
Yes, sir. Hey man, why we got
football.
you? Go ahead. Tell everybody about what we got going on Juneteenth, and I'm gonna put this one up first. Let everybody know what's going on.
All right, so we got Bigs and Barbecue, right? So this is for high school age kids. We're gonna find out who is the best offensive line in the city, defensive line in the city, who they are. We already got Carter, we got Kimball, we got Sock. Oh man, we got who else we got, man? That's Richardson Berkner and Richardson. They said they got some killers out there, Richardson.
Oh yeah.
That's what they said,
Yeah,
right?
I seen it.
Right. So we just need everybody to get signed up, man. Just go on, come out, get signed up. It's free for you guys, man. Just get your team signed up. Come out, have a good time. And also we got a girls run football combine. So for all you girls, come on out, get an opportunity to showcase, man. We got a team we putting together that's getting ready to go play nationally, man. So I'm excited about that. Man, I saw a couple of them, and Kimball got a couple of them, man. That's man, they nice, man. I mean, for real, like they got skill level, like jumping, catching the ball, one hand, throwing, whatever. I mean, I played catch with them, and I'm like, dang, all right, cool. So yeah, man, we got that going on. Then we have King of the City, J Mac, And King of the City is gonna be fun. And basically what it is, it's a one-on-one showcase. Wide receivers versus DBs. Whoever say you are the best, I am the king of this city. Nobody's better than me. This is your opportunity to prove it. It is your opportunity right now to get signed up and say, I am king of this city. We're going to give you a crown. You're going to sit in that king's chair. And for a year, you are the king of the city. One-on-one showcase, rising 9th grade through 12th grade, Saturday, June 17th. It's $45. You're getting 3 chances, tournament style, at Kimball High School. So I want to hear everybody talking about, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. Nah, put up. If you're really about that action, put up. That's all I'm saying. That's it, J-Mac.
Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
So
Sound
see
like
what you think, man.
Hey man, I love it. I know some cat. I was about to get up and send that straight to some cats out this way that's talking cash money. For sure. They need to get in on this. Now,
Man, see,
one kid, y'all talked about this a couple of weeks. His coach will never allow him to come out there. But the rest of them, yeah.
hey, but here's the thing about it, right? So if you from Waco, if you from Fort Worth, right? If you come down at Kimball High School on June 17th and you walk around with and you walk out with that crown, you, my friend, are the king of the city. You know what I mean? So if anybody think that they got somebody, Jeremy, put the flyer in the chat. If you think you got anybody that you want to recommend, guys who put in this thing, man, let us know. We'll reach out to them, the whole nine. Like, I just want the best of the best. Come out there, and if you say you are what that are, that's bad. If you say,
I'll go let it slide.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't
It's
even worry
Sunday.
about it.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, that was bad. That was way bad. If you that dude, come on out. Straight up.
Already, man. Hey, I love it, man. We're gonna keep pushing it. We're gonna keep sending it out to coaches and sending it out to parents. And hey, let's get out and have a good time on Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? That's a family weekend, it's a fun weekend. Let's get out and have some family fun competition. You know what I'm saying?
Bounce houses, the whole nine, man. Just get out there, have a good old
Mm-hmm.
time. Friday and Saturday, man, and just enjoy each other, man. Block party. That's what it is. DJ
That's
the
all
whole
it is.
night.
Right. It's all here.
Block party. We just gonna play a little football like we used to do in the hood. That's all.
Hey, speaking of block parties, man, you was at y'all stopped by Kimball's spring game.
I did.
They had a good game, man. Tell us what it looked like over there at the Cape.
Woo! Let me tell you about the Cape. Kimball. The atmosphere was awesome, man. You know what I mean? It was a really cool atmosphere, man. It took you back to the old days, Little League football type.
Oh, wow.
So for them, it was a very intimate situation. You got a chance to really see the kids up close and personal. Kimball has a quarterback, and he might be one of the best quarterbacks in the city.
Oh,
Talking about the
Wow.
I'm just throwing it out there right now.
Yeah.
The young man can throw the ball. He can spin the rock. He can get the ball to where it need to go. You know what I mean? And he's a nice little athlete. I think Kimball's defensively, their secondary is long. They got some good athletes back there. I think up front, Kimball got bigger on offense. They're gonna have to get bigger on defense. At the defensive line spot, they're gonna have to get bigger because they're not gonna be able to hold up, to the games that they're gonna have to win and compete in with that defensive line, right? So once they get that together, they got an offensive player. They got Jordan's back. He looked every bit of Jordan. So they got some players over there, man, and I think them. I understand why Coach Harrison is so confident in his speech when he talks about beating Carter and being a better team. I mean, he has some nice pieces over there that's gonna help them out for sure.
I'm gonna be honest, man. That when you mention that about the defense, and then you mention Carter, it don't sound right because we know Carter got a 2,000-yard back over there, and they still got pretty much the same line coming back. So it sound good. It sound good. We gonna see. We gonna find out, as Coach say.
Yes, sir.
We gonna find out. But
Right.
as soon as you said they need to get some size up front, I was like, Coach, you might want to chill.
Right, and but you know how offensive coaches are, man. They, you know, sometimes, man, by nature they don't. They say it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to be physical up front, but in their nature as a receiver or a quarterback, you really don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I would say this: if they can get bigger up front, they have a chance. I think, you know, like you say, Carter is a defense. Carter is a team coming off only giving up 7 points in their last playoff win. You know what I'm saying? And interesting to see how that's the thing that I hate about it, that you can't really go see Carter because you just don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, which is good for them because they're, you know, flying under the radar. But it's just kind of, you just want to see what they got. But
I'm excited.
That quarterback, a junior or a senior coming in.
He's gonna be a junior next year.
Oh, you can build around that though.
Hey, he's a real deal. Now
you can build around that.
Hey, I am interested to see. I'm interested because you know our man Beeple's over there. Coach Larry Oliver is over there.
Yeah,
I'm interested in seeing how him and Bam, you know, work with it because I think their offense is gonna score. I don't think scoring is gonna be a problem.
No,
you know what I mean. I think they're gonna score. So that's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, and just looking at what you saw, they again, and this is a conversation I have with Coach Harrison all the time. And he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know, we're gonna get a couple more defensive linemen because they two best D linemen, you know, wasn't there, right? But they very well may not be there during the season. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, if they get hurt during the season,
right,
you're gonna be back to where you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you still need to bring you about 4 or 5 in just to cushion them and get bigger up front. You know what I mean? That's where we are.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So that was Kimball. I was at DeSoto. I didn't make Kimball. I did make DeSoto Thursday. I'm gonna wait till Lamont get here. We'll discuss that spring game. I'll wait till Lamont get here.
So it's leaking all over the place over there, J Mac.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, you know, a nosebleed can be hard to stop sometime, I guess.
Facts. Especially in August and September.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't want to. I'm gonna wait till you get here. I gotta give him a chance to defend it, and it's just a discussion. We know it's spring game. We know this and that, but to me, spring game is about mano y mano. Spring game is about fundamentals, right? Like you should be able to tackle the guy. You ain't got a scheme to tackle somebody.
Right.
I'm just saying, you ain't got
to
that.
You
know, you should know how to tackle somebody. If he run at you, you tackle him, right? If not, you don't know how to tackle, right? That ain't got nothing to do with scheme, do it?
No.
That's basic. That's basic football.
You can't tackle.
Spring football is run, block, and tackle, right? That's
supposed to be.
Yeah, real simple.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And Lamar, they jumped on me. Oh man, we wasn't even game planning. Well, damn, did the offense game plan?
Yeah.
That's all I'm
saying. And they talking about what we did against Lake Ridge and all that. Yeah, because I do when Lamont get here, I do because I want to ask him. I want to ask him, hey man, what's up?
You asked, here I am.
Hey, what's legitimate? Legitimately, do Booby got a shot to go varsity, or they gonna make him play freshman?
I know, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's why I've been telling people all year long. Last year, we had Jonte, a 5-star Crimson, and eventually we moved Rising to the slot also. Coming into this year, we can go 5-6 deep at the receiver position, and all of them can make plays. Booby will be.
Yeah, you're right. Because Booby, in my opinion, and I've been watching that kid since he was 6, he immediately goes top 5 in the area as a freshman.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's proven it. In 7-on-7 ball, he plays 18 U.S. Select in 7-on-7. Now I know 7-on-7 isn't tackle, but for a receiver as a freshman, I think it's easier to come in and get on the field because you're not in the trenches. So you might not need the strength as a D-line, O-line, or linebacker that's coming in as a freshman.
No, I get that. So and I do want to say the first thing that jump off the screen is Tiger looked like Tiger. He looked like he gonna be just as good as ever.
Right.
I'm calling it right now, man. And I know y'all gonna jump on, but I think breakout player of the year is gonna be Singleton next year.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I think it will be breakout player of the year. Unless they don't give him the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Because somebody did just say they had 6.
We're deep, but the thing that separates Daniel from everybody else, he got that top speed that can take a defense off. Take the top off a defense. Quarterback's gonna have to start out 10 to 12 yards off him off the rip. Then they get that back pedal. He probably gonna get a lot of underneath passes, just to be honest with you, because everybody knows about his speed. Nobody's gonna allow him to get over the top like that.
Right. I don't think they're gonna have a choice with the way Tiger run the ball.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot of one-on-one. You're gonna have to put 8 in the box. That's why I say our offense is gonna be pick your poison. Put 8 in the box. We got plenty of receivers on the outside. Drop back. We got a huge line with 3 or 4 running backs. I said it when Pat asked me about it. Everybody knows Tiger, but we got 2 or 3 backers that can go. Trey Wick and Hawk. You're gonna know them names by the end of the year.
Right.
Sound good till you get at them boys over there off of Camp Wisdom.
Now I did like Hawk. I thought the little Hawk kid looked good.
Oh, Hawk been that dude.
Yeah, I did like. We got my other guy there. He was at the game. Plus, we got my man. I don't know if he like being called Eastside no more, even though we love calling him Eastside.
Eastside.
What up,
yeah, man. He gonna always be Eastside to us, but we know he's Sean Edwards. We know he everywhere.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, homie?
What's going on?
Man, we were just talking about that DeSoto game, man. I know you was there, man. What was it? Because I gotta ask the question. Like, the offense was such a wow, but for every positive, there's a what?
Negative. You talking about the defense?
That's all I'm saying, brother.
What defense?
Let me address it. The offense, a lot of them was Dalen blowing past the defense, and Tiger being Tiger, Treywick being Treywick. But what they did was they basically split the varsity up. There was no 1s, there was no 2s. You get what I'm saying? Like the coaches had a draft. And then also, what defense coordinator is going to really put their defense out there in a spring game?
What offensive coordinator really going to put their offense out there?
We ran basic zone plays. They scored on deep post and fly routes. I've seen them.
And they couldn't stop it.
4-2 speed, 4-3 speed.
But the tackling, bro. But the tackling.
What about the tackling? It was a lot of good tackles.
They're still on 7-on-7 out there, man.
And like I said,
they're gonna be all right. They'll be all right. You don't put too much stock in a spring game anyway, man.
No, you don't.
No, we don't. But the way I look at it, just where you go, you got to give your observations, right? You got to give your take about
Yeah.
what you saw.
Yeah.
And just like when Coach Carr was at Lancaster spring game, he loved what he saw, but then you got to give the other side. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we need to know, can you bear down and run the ball?
Right.
So it's the same thing with DeSoto. The offense, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, with the way that offense look here, all they might need is 1 or 2 stops, and they're gonna win the game anyway.
Facts.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, no, I'm gonna call bull on that, J Mac.
Oh, well, the majority of the game. Majority of the games. How about that?
Well, you're gonna win some games. You ain't gonna win no championship.
Here's the thing.
So here's what I'm saying. DeSoto, from just the score, y'all split the team up. I got it. So what you're saying is we're gonna be able to put up points because both teams put up points, but we ain't gonna be able to stop a whole lot of people because both teams gave up a whole lot of points. You can argue with me, Lamont, but I'm just saying that's however it was set up. Y'all split the teams up. It wasn't no 2 1-on-1s. At average, if you combine those teams, that's what you average in the game.
No, I have to disagree. For one, like I said, we got defense. I believe played in 1 free the entire spring game. 1 man free. That's it. You got Dalen on one side taking the top off of the defense. Then you got Tiger and Hawk on the other side running the ball.
So
now
what you're saying is we can't stop the run and we can stop the pass.
Wait. Now when the season starts and all the ones are together on defense, you're game planning. It's a completely different ball than the spring game. We heard this talk last year. But when you go look at the state numbers, in the state games, DeSoto gave up the less rushing yards and passing yards.
Because y'all ran the ball.
Exactly, but the defense was very underrated last year. The offense
y'all ran the ball.
Good.
Okay. Listen.
Good that people forgot.
If I am a team that controls the line, if I control the line of scrimmage, that means I control time of possession, which means that other team is not on the field as much.
That
means right. But that's what I'm saying, because y'all ran the ball.
You answer your own question.
What'd you say?
You answer your own question.
I'm not answering my own question. I'm simply telling you that that's why your defense was better. I'm saying based on spring game, brother. You going back to last year. We talking about spring game. It sound like y'all couldn't stop nobody from running the ball. Y'all was getting the top taken off. I didn't go to the game. I just reading the stats.
It's not the starting defense. It's not game planning. You know, we were missing.
So tackling is tackling. Tackling is tackling.
We were missing one of our starting linebackers. The one committed.
You give up 41 points. You give up 41 points. Half of that is tackling.
You wasn't there. A lot of, like I said, the 41 points. Dalen had 8 catches for 200-some yards, 5 touchdowns. That was 41 right there. Was simply Dalen. We were man coverage. We not game planning. Dalen run by this corner. Dalen run a deep
big plays. So big plays too, right?
Basically, yeah.
But they're playing against Dalen. There's not another Dalen car.
And in the game, we're not gonna play.
I'm gonna slow you down. It's some good receivers out there that can run and catch that they gonna have to play.
Exactly. We're not gonna play 1 free with a guy we know run 4.340. How dumb is that? You asked him to get toasted.
I'm gonna put it like this. What about because it was some bad tackling going on. Because I saw the Tiger run. I saw the Hawk runs.
You missing 2 of the best backs in the area.
It don't matter, dude. Tackling is tackling, man. Y'all gotta stop that.
Who got a Tiger? Who has a Tiger? Even Caden, as good as Caden is, he's not a bruiser like Tiger. Caden gonna outrun you. Tiger gonna run through you. Who has a Tiger?
That's Duncanville. They gonna have bruisers.
Huh?
I said that's Duncanville. They trust me. They got running backs that can break tackles.
Dude, all I'm saying is, at some point, when you make contact with a dude, you got to bring the dude down.
Go ahead, Coach. Let's see. Well, go ahead. It was what you got to add on that? I saw you kept saying it.
And I'm not arguing with it. He basing everything off people trying to stop Tiger. Hell, ain't nobody stopped Tiger all year. You can't base your defense. analyze the defense off stopping Tiger. That don't make no sense. I'm not even arguing, so I'll let Carr have that one.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what, if nothing else, they tell me there's a depth problem. How about that?
I disagree.
I mean, y'all basing on spring, man. You know.
I mean, because I saw the second team running the ball. I mean,
I know that, but you didn't get into the last part of the game.
That's what I'm saying. That was the JV. That's still the depth.
Huh?
You talking about playing 16 weeks, man? You're gonna need depth.
It could have been JV playing that time by time you got there. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Lamar the only one can tell you who them kids are. You know, as far as with the
second half was JV.
And you got to put some stock in what he said. They split the teams up, man.
No, I understand that part.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand the splitting of the team and all that. And maybe, you know what? And I'm not even arguing about how good Singleton and Tiger is, because we know how good they are. So that's not.
It's what's behind them. It's what's behind them.
It's just to me, it's just alarming, man. And like I said, we know they all world, but God,
what else you got? But I mean, I look at it like, who are they facing? I mean, what's the competition look like? Cedar Hill, who else in that district gonna stop that, or who they gonna have problems with?
Well, we ain't got to beat around the bush. We know who they got to go through if they want to win district.
Yeah, gotta be.
I mean, we ain't got to beat around the bush on that one. We know. We know where it's going.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's the way I look at it when I'm looking at them, because I know that's the only hurdle they got.
Yeah.
But I will say this. For what I heard this weekend, I'm pretty goddamn excited. I'm going to have to go look at Cedar Hill. They are not standing pat. They trying to go get coaches. They trying to do everything they can to get better. And I got to see what they got going on over there, because I know some people got reached out to ask to join the fold, and I'm like, oh, they ain't playing.
Oh no, Coach Ward over there is not. He on it, and from what I understand, the spring game was good.
Hey, let me back up for a second. Hey, Coach Carr, who's the quarterback at Kimball that you were talking about?
What's that
Amari
kid
Hall.
name, J-Man?
Amari Hall.
Okay.
You know anything about him, Coach Eastside?
Huh?
You know anything about him?
No. You said, what's his name, Amari Hall?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
He from DeSoto.
Okay, no.
What you say, Coach?
Mean, he transferred shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll move in.
He relocated, Coach.
He relocated to crime-free Oak Cliff. I love
Good call. Yeah.
I love it.
Walked across the street.
Yeah, he relocated, Coach. That's all.
Yeah, he relocated. That happens.
It happens.
That happens. Hey, but what we got you here, man? Tell me, man, you was at Mesquite Spring game, man. Give me a rundown about that before I go on. I want to hear what you think about what was your thoughts on Mesquite Spring game?
My son, they finally got a line. They got 3 kids on there. All of them got D1 offers. So that's one thing. They got a couple of backs. And then Samaje gonna be. Hey, if Samaje is healthy, the quarterback, if he's healthy, they're gonna be fighting for district. If he goes out, if he gets hurt, they're gonna have to do something.
Hey, Coach Eastside, what would you say when you saw them? Like, what was the one thing that like stuck out to you? Like you was like, okay, the line,
the D line. I mean, the offensive line,
the O line,
because they ain't had one in a while. So.
You think so? If they keep their quarterback healthy, they got a good chance to beat Horn.
It'll be a good game. I mean, it'll be a better game than it was last year.
Right.
Now you watch Horn practice, right?
No,
but they didn't have a game.
They didn't have a spring game. So, but I know what they got, so they'll be all right. They'll compete.
Do you think? But you still stand on? You think district is gonna be come down between that battle of Cartwright?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They not talking big out there in Rockwall like they was last year.
They
Gotta
not.
see.
They,
You know,
They got
you
they
know
got
what?
Locke's little brother. Locke's little brother's picking up a bunch of offers, but I don't see him play. I don't see him play.
Hmm
They got my boy at running back, Ashton Emery. That's their strong point is him. So we're gonna see. We'll see
Hey,
about
so Coach Eastside, like we was having this conversation the other day about Rockwall, J Mac,
Right.
and we was like, man, do you think Rockwall is one of those top tier teams in that district? You know what I mean? Or do you think with everything they kind of went through that they just kind of got to regroup and going to eventually get back there?
Man, they're gonna regroup, but I'll tell you one thing. Their coaches can coach, man. And they got former D-line coach from Mesquite, Coach Judy's out there now too, so their D-line gonna be straight for sure. But again, it's gonna be show and prove. I still put them behind Mesquite and Horn right now until they show something. I want to see Locke's little brother quarterback. See how he steps into that role this year. That's gonna be the big question right there. So
He's supposed to be the next big thing, though.
yeah, well hell they ain't got and that's for my lack of knowledge. I don't know if they got the receivers.
maybe.
They've always had a big receiver at their school, so I don't know if they got one now. None that I know of.
Better come to the king of the come the king of the city, coach. Tell him come find him, son, to relocate.
Yeah.
Well, they say the leases are popping out there in Rockwall.
Hey, I heard they popping, baby.
The leases,
Yeah.
hey, you
Yeah, I heard you can break them at any time.
Anytime.
Hey, you go from Jackson Smith to Noble, so they might be out there trying to get them one.
Yeah.
hey man, if you ain't relocate, you ain't trying. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Hmm
Indeed.
Hey, I do got I want to ask y'all to say I got some serious. Hey, you got anything, B. Roger?
Oh nah, man. I don't got anything.
I see you, B. You see B. Roger try to show full body. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing over here,
Him
don't you?
every morning, man.
Hey, he
He
heard
puts
that.
up.
He heard that.
Yeah.
He puts up when he came on the show.
Say, nah, I'm doing.
Boy,
I'm
you
I'm
can't
doing
tell
something.
that man he ain't sexy, boy. God dog, B. Roger. B.
Hey,
Roger.
is that a large? Is that an extra
Wow.
large? B. Rise, extra large or a large T-shirt you got on?
It's a large, man.
Sweetie.
No, that's a little work in, man. That's a little work
Man,
in.
congratulations, baby.
B. Roger say, hey, I ain't at that gym at 6 o'clock every morning for nothing. Y'all finna see this whole T-shirt. Y'all-
No.
Anyway, man. Hey, Coach G, what's going on up there at Brownswell, man, with the new coach, man? I see he bringing in his coaching style. He brought in the cat from Waco, man. The
Yes,
Hitchens
sir.
cat. Yeah, I saw that, man. What's going on up there, man? You know anything?
Well, what I know is he right down the road from me. There's a lot of kids that left because of the coach that left to retire. I think he retired, the old coach, and I think very highly of him because a lot of people thought that you could just run up on Boswell and beat him up, but you found out you was in a fight every time you played him. There's some what's the word you just used? Some relocating going on.
Oh yeah.
At the moment, because 76134, they have two 6A high schools there. You got Boswell and you have Chisholm Trail, which is right there in the same zip code, which is one of, it's odd to have two 6A schools in one zip code. And from what I'm hearing, he's getting his guys. They love him up there, though. I tell you that. He's gonna get what he wants.
He got the better lease option.
Absolutely. Saginaw. Just stay by the freeway. You'll be in and out before anybody know anything.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, Coach G.
Hey, it's plenty of property for rent up there.
You know,
Already. And then they have a receiver that came down from Keller. He's a transfer from Keller Fossil Ridge.
He's a relocator, coach.
He relocated
Yeah.
out of up north, and they raving about him. So, like I said, whenever you play Boswell, you always gonna have a fight. You always gonna they coached up, so and they needed a different voice out there because they started to get stagnant. But when you get to talk, I really those boys out there. I thought you was gonna bring up LD Bell first. There's some good stuff going on out there.
Yeah, hey man, there's a lot of relocating out there. Include myself. I'll be relocating out there next week. So trust me.
Listen.
Hey, it's going down at LD Bell. Let's go, LD Bell. Let's go, baby.
Listen, they have a singular goal in that area in Hearst. They have a singular goal. You know what that goal is?
Bring football back.
That's one. What's the other one?
Beat Euless.
In the street. If they beat Trinity, that's a successful season for them.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get out of that, and I'm telling you, the gap is closing.
Well, let me ask you this though, Coach: is that as much as a gap closing, as much as Trinity just is not as good as they used to be?
They're not as good. They don't have the skilled kids they used to have. I don't know where they went.
They don't have the linemen they used to have either, Coach.
No, they don't. And if you watch the games, you'll see a couple of them pop up in Grapevine. You'll see a couple of them pop up in Colleyville. But I know that
it's no coincidence that when Euless Trinity go down, Grapevine
and Colleyville come up. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Relocation, baby.
Relocation. But we know, like I said, like I was telling Matt a couple of weeks ago, we know already that Northwest is going 6A because of relocation. And they moved the attendance lines. So we know there's going to be one 6A school. We're just waiting to see who else is coming because quiet is kept. Argyle's numbers, they might be going to 1. They might be going D1.
Man, after this 2 seasons, huh?
Listen, if you
slow
ever,
that down.
hey man, when you roll up there to the casino and you rolling up 35 on this side, they building up from here all the way up to Gainesville, all the way up.
Yeah,
So they're gonna get another 2 years. They're gonna miss it by one student.
They probably will. They're gonna
miss it by one student.
They probably will.
And Melissa's the same way.
Toledo might go to 6A from what I'm hearing.
That's further on down. It's going to happen. Like I said, I work for the Postal Service, and Alito is actually in my group. I'm actually the postmaster of Joshua, and my good friend is the postmaster of Alito. I didn't know this, and they not broadcasting it, but they having meetings on opening another school, another high school. That's how bad that their growth is about to hit.
Oh, so they might be going 6A, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't say this. I would say 2030, 2028, 2028, because you can always expand that 9th grade center.
Yeah, same with Waxahachie. They talking about bringing another school. So,
well, Waxahachie, because it's a lot of growth.
It sure is.
If you ask, well, a lot of it has to do with the growth of Dallas.
Fact.
So it's pumping everything back out wide. You know what I mean? So it was crazy, man. Just real quick story. I bought a house in Linden, Texas, and people was like, "Man, why'd you buy a house after?" I said, "I just feel something." And the sheriff drove by. She got out. She said, "Oh my God, this is a beautiful house. Y'all doing great work." And I asked her a question. I go, "Hey, I got a feeling that this area about to bloom and a lot of people about to come this way. And she said, yes, you're exactly right. And I asked her why. She said, because there are a lot of people who are retiring that live in inner city, and they can't afford to live inside the inner city anymore. So a lot of them are pushing back out further where their money can go longer during retirement. And so once you're having that happen, that means you have an influx of young people coming into the city, and it's pushing people out. So to answer your question, man, I mean, well, just to kind of add on to what you're saying, Coach G, it's a lot of those towns about to get that work right now. You know what I mean? And it's about to be, and that's why I don't see 7A is in the realm of possibility, J-Mac, sooner than we know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope not, but
I
think like you say, it's coming. It ain't,
just gotta look at it, man. I can tell you a fact right now. Right now, in my group of postmasters, we just had a meeting. Alito, Midlothian, Joshua, Glen Rose. Man, all of a sudden those places were stagnant. Now they growing. And like you said, and retirees with their grandbabies going out there, used to be rural. Now they coming out there to the country. Shoot. $2,000 to get you 4 acres.
Yeah.
Off the website, go to the courthouse and shoot. It just depends on where the line cut. You'll see, because like I said, who expected Glen Rose to be about that life last year?
Yeah.
They getting kids that you didn't know were out there.
That's true.
And I'm gonna get an interview with that Joshua quarterback. I'm shocked that he's still there. That dude is good.
Well, and that's another thing, Coach Z, is that's the part that kind of sucks. Because a lot of those newer schools don't have that tradition.
Right.
Football, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so they kind of going under the radar, but I always tell people, man, it is great football players everywhere. You have no idea how many really good football players. We just don't know them. Until you see them and you be like, dang, that dude cold in the mud.
Spin it.
You know what I mean? So what division are they in? They 5A or 4A?
Who?
Joshua
in the Lido district.
Are they okay? Is that where you say the quarterback is?
He nice. He nice. He nice.
A good coach over there too, though.
Yeah, he nice.
How did he play against Alito?
Hey man, you ain't gonna look good when your line can't stop nothing coming through there. They just basically came in there with the Darth Vader chokehold, and they undersized on the defense. So I mean, the running back, I like the little running back. He nice. He reminds me of a little James Gray, little stocky little thing, but he can go, but they can't stop nothing. That's their problem. They not gonna stop nothing.
That's gonna be interesting. Speaking of that, Lamar, what you think, man? What you think about these rumors about DeSoto going 5A?
I mean, I'd rather see us saying 6A.
Don't lie, though. Don't lie. Don't lie. Have DeSoto lost kids?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A bunch.
Okay.
I think not this school year. Last year, there was a bunch of fights. Big brawls and stuff. And I believe they closed the district. It was open district, and so they closed it. I think it said something. We lost over 1,500 kids, I believe.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. So, I think it's coming. Because as long as the district is closed, you ain't got people coming. And then also, people are relocating to go to Sock, Lancaster, Red Oak.
Red Oak.
Yeah, Red Oak. I'm big on Red Oak.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Red Oak about to build a wall. They finna stop that relocating.
Right there at Glen Heights.
they gonna build a wall here in a minute. They get sick of that relocating. I'm gonna tell you that. Hey, shout out to Coach Biotti. Somebody must call Biotti. They hate on DeSoto. They over there hating on DeSoto. Talk about their defense. Look, I got you.
I mean,
hey, we want to talk about next year. We just talking about 74 points in the spring game.
Spring game. Don't count.
That's all.
It don't count them up. It don't count.
That's all.
And you ain't got your starters out there. We running one defense the entire spring game.
Man, I don't care. All I know is
74 points.
74 points. That's all I know, man. And all I know is
From
one guy got to tackle the other guy with the ball.
Most of them came from Syracuse, Danger, and Tiger.
All I know is Soto's gonna score 100 points a game.
We had
99,
and they might. And
I
they might.
them last year, but people doubted our defense last year. They said,
we ain't on that though. Let's keep it where we at.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all ran the ball a lot more. Y'all ran the ball a lot more. So
it's the same.
That's not the okay. Y'all ran the ball a lot more. Y'all got two great running backs. Y'all control time and possession. That keeps the defense off the field.
That's getting off topic. That's getting off topic. All I was saying was it was a great game. It was fireworks. It was a great offensive display. But me being a defensive guy, most of the guys I talk to are defensive guys. When I talk to the coaches, most of the coaches I talk to are defensive coaches. I look at stuff like that. I always look at trenches and defense first. I just, didn't see none. That's all I'm saying.
Don't come in the picture anywhere.
Huh?
So having a game plan, don't come in.
I mean, I'm assuming the offense didn't game plan either, right?
But when you, like I say, when you got kids like Tiger and Daly on that offensive side, if you don't game plan for those kids, they gonna do what they did in spring ball. As great as them folks on Cal Wisdom is, if they come out there and run one defense all game long,
you ain't gonna score 74. I bet you won't score 74.
Because they're not gonna run.
I bet you won't score 74. That's all I'm gonna say.
They was have a heart attack.
They won't score 74. That's all I'm saying.
Say Lamar, man. It happened, boy. It'd be a whole bunch of move-ins the following week and the
what?
Yeah.
Hey, overnight DeSoto will go back to 6A.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Hey, DeSoto be alive for the new 7A if that happens.
Numbers now.
Nah, that's all I'm saying, man. I already know, man. I can hear the word going out. Oh, that's that dub. They over there hating on DeSoto. They over there hating on DeSoto. No, man, we ain't hating on DeSoto.
Well, I tell you, I've been watching our spring. Yeah, I'm out there every day almost. When the Warriors come together, we get everybody back. Like I say, one of our best linebackers, he committed to Baylor a couple weeks ago. He been out all spring. Once we get the game plan and put the kids together in the right spot, our defense is it's gonna be okay. We're not worried.
All right. Hey, did y'all have a spring? Did y'all have a scrimmage where it's ones versus ones?
They do it almost daily during spring practice.
So how did
that go?
Just get stops. They go back and forth. One day the offense might come out here and score 2 or 3 times. Next day, defense might shut them out 2 or 3 times in a row.
So they did spring game what they do every day.
No, it's the difference. Spring game is not one. It wasn't ones versus ones for us. You might have a starter here, but then you might have a third string kid playing next to him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, dog.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. But I don't want to get into next year and all that. I just wanted to stick to the spring game.
Yeah.
because I'm here to say, I told y'all DeSoto go repeat, especially they go D2.
So. Yeah, man, everybody gonna beat DeSoto, man.
Ain't nobody gonna beat them, especially D2.
I talked to a couple of kids after the game. Now that they got State in their back pocket, they got one thing on their mind this year, and that's some folks on Cal Wisdom.
That's winning district. That what you saying? That's winning district.
They here to talk. Yeah, y'all won State, but y'all ain't beat them since 2016. Them kids this year, they not scared about it. They looking forward to it. They ready for it.
Wow, you saying they were scared before?
I can't speak that. I didn't really know. But this group of kids, I watched majority of them since 9, 10, 11 years old. They not afraid of the moment. They gonna step up to it.
How that new receiver fit? I don't know how the new receiver fit, to be honest with you, Mark. I think he just gonna fit in. I think he just, they relocated, so he is gonna be what it's gonna be. I personally think it's gonna be the Singleton show. I just think that cat right there is gonna really take over next year. It just ain't gonna. Everybody else got to fit in where they fit in.
It's just me. It's gonna be more so like with the kid from Midlothian. It's gonna be more so like Cedric Hart when he transferred over.
I don't even know that.
Like that.
Because I'm telling you, Booby not going to varsity for nothing.
Right. You can't let that kid go freshman. You can't.
Yeah.
JV maybe half the season, but that kid.
Booby be on varsity.
He has to go.
Listen, he got to go straight varsity, or it's going to be some relocation action going on.
No, but he is like that. He like that. Booby like that.
Hey, Papa Booby like that too. That's what
I'm just saying, if Booby ain't on varsity day one, all right, he gonna be relocating day 2. Listen,
don't be surprised.
Hey, they gonna get over that wall at Riddle. I can tell you that.
What? Hey,
but J-Mac, I think that kid in Midlothian could be a lockdown corner too, though.
I think he's a hell of a free safety, but I know they probably got plenty of them. But I think
you see that pick he had against Sock?
Yeah,
he nice, man. But he can play defense too, though.
Mark my words.
He gonna get where he fit in.
Don't be surprised if TJ, the kid in Midlothian, lead our team in reception. Taylor may have those touchdowns because of his over-the-top speed, but a lot of defense don't focus on him. It's going to give TJ and Booby a lot of one-on-ones on that backside. He can go up and get by.
Hey, Lamont, check this out. Y'all got one of the best cats in the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, if y'all don't score 100 points with that talent, then
it's Lamon's fault.
It's Lamon's fault. It's Lamon's fault. If y'all don't average 63 points a game, Lamon is your fault.
Like a rookie coach.
If they did last year, they're not gonna score that many points, man.
You say what, Eastside?
I'm saying if they run the offense like they did last year, they're gonna do the same thing.
But they going for the long game instead of just putting up stats, because once they started running that rock, that changed their whole season.
Oh yeah, running that rock. But one thing we know, Mathis don't mind throwing in a blowout.
Yeah, and then
believe me, I know firsthand.
It's true, man. They didn't throw to Cedric. Cedric was killing people, but they still wouldn't throw him the ball. So it's just.
You faded out. You faded out a little bit. Eastside.
No, I was just saying. Last year, people keyed on Jonte last year, and Cedric. A lot of people couldn't cut with Cedric last year. They still wouldn't throw him the ball. They'd run Tiger and run the ball. So, I mean, he has the weapons. Just if he's gonna use them all is right.
I'm going to be how the defense players. You want to put 8 in the box? Let's throw it. You back up? Let's kill it with the run.
That's the problem, though. Y'all can't. Nobody can do that. I'm gonna tell you, nobody can just line up and say they're gonna play y'all like that. There's no right way to play defense against y'all with that type of talent.
Pick your poison.
Right. So what I'm saying is, against Camp Wisdom. It's mono and mono is a difference in that game.
It's the trenches. That's what it boils down to. We got to win in the trenches. Because last year, DJ and Jonte, they had openings, but I mean not DJ. Shed and Jonte had openings down the field. DJ's just running for his life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sad news is, man.
I'm hearing that this gonna be the deepest front seven Duncanville I had in years.
We ain't had a line this size either.
Yeah, y'all are pretty big this year.
But that's the sad news. When you got depth, they don't wear down, homie.
Say, look,
and J Mac, and they got the number 1 player in the country.
Just that can't nobody block.
Say, Lamont, let me ask you this, Lamont. Let's just be real. As long as y'all win state, just taking an ass whip from DeSoto, from D-ville, doesn't really hurt that bad. As long as y'all win state,
it's like a put a little band-aid over a wound.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta hear Roger get Tonka math for another damn year.
That's okay. But look at because really, just be real here. I don't want mine taking the L, the ass whipping. As long as I'm getting the state, that's all that matters.
I mean, yeah, but granted, just like I give soccer hard times.
I know you do.
But yeah, man, stop bark out in the show, man. They don't support the club no more because of you and Swaggy always giving them hell.
I was minding my business. I pick up the church, and then I saw the comments and got caught up. That was all Swaggy. But I mean, like I say, our kids know that, yeah, they want to stay, but let's be real. Here in the DFW area, just this area alone, where they see these people daily, what's the number 1 thing they hear about?
Gotta beat Duncanville.
Gotta beat them folks on Camp Wisdom.
And you know what? So here's the funny thing about that, man. I'm with you because, yeah, it's like, yeah, we won it, but it ain't like going undefeated and beating Duncanville and winning. It's kind of like North Shore to Duncanville. You know what I mean? Yeah, we won this one, but we beat North Shore to win it. You know what I mean? And it's different for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, we won state, but we beat Duncanville along the way.
Also, kind of like the SOC, the first championship, they beat Alito.
Right.
It made it that much sweeter that they went through there.
Right.
And I think so. And I ain't mad. I don't blame no DeSoto kid for wanting that. They should. Right? They even though you win in state, you repping state, you deserve all your credit. But hey, you don't want to hear that. You want to be able to say you the Kane game.
But.
Yeah, you don't want to hear the but. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. You probably don't want to hear the but D2 stuff. You probably want to go on and just and take over all of it.
But see, if you win D2, but beat them folks on Camp Wisdom in the process, that eliminates all the D2 crap.
Unless they go win D1 6A D1, then yes, it does.
If they lose,
if Duncanville don't win it, and somebody else win it, it's not going to eliminate D2. That people are still going to say D2. If Duncanville wins D1, then absolutely, you're 100% correct.
And then like the homie Choir just said, was Cedar Hill beat Katy for state. That was a big deal because that was their hump they had to get over. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like if y'all got this year is probably the best year. I know people saying, but I just feel like this year is probably gonna be their best team, even though you lose somebody like John Tay. I just feel like Tiger's a year older. DJ's back. He, I saw a 3rd year starter, even though he kind of, came in late his sophomore year. But hey, it's there, man. It's there. Why not? Right?
If we can win the trenches, that's really what it boils down to. Because when you look at Duncanville, damn, I said it. When you look at
don't keep saying it now.
When you look at them folks on Camp Wisdom and us, athlete for athlete on the outside, we match up. It all comes down to who can control them trenches, man. That's it at the end of the day. That's why I believe our O-line this year is gonna be better than last year, bigger, stronger. It's gonna be a better game, and they gotta come to us this year.
Hey, Lamont, they got somebody gonna cover Corey?
Oh yeah. Hell, Sam's gonna cover Corey for us. 8 passes. We got
But really, with And J Mac, we're gonna have to meet up. I'm telling you. You're overlooking somebody. I know you're talking about Duncanville. Well, them folks on Camp Wisdom, but I'm telling you, Geyer will not be like that down. They gonna fix some stuff.
I don't see.
I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna see Guy. Guy got to come to Lancaster.
I don't think they get past Southlake.
Now, whoa.
Southlake
and I'm not gonna deny that. Because Southlake doing some stuff out here.
Yeah.
You're seeing the little. Yeah, they got some relocating going on too. I couldn't afford it, but some people can.
Yeah, so I got Southlake over there. I think that's gonna be our toughest, and we go D2. My belief is Southlake will be our toughest comp on the way, just like Guy was last year. The winner out there, Guy.
Well, I wouldn't bank on Southlake going D2. I don't think Keller's gonna be as good as they were last year. Eaton's got a D1 quarterback, and they bringing almost everybody back. I wouldn't bank on Southlake going D2. Don't bank on that. They got it because Eaton wasn't as good as everybody thought they would be. And Keller is way better than people thought they would be. So I wouldn't bank on that.
Shout out to my homie Coach Lynn.
Huh?
No, shout out to Coach Lynn. He was listening on YouTube.
Southlake gonna win the district. Byron Nelson will be number 2. Eaton will be number 3. It's all about who gets that 4th spot. If Keller Fossil Ridge get that 4th spot, they go D2. But if it's like Keller Central, who else is in that district? Anybody smaller than Eaton, man, Southlake going D1.
That'll be interesting.
And then it's gonna get real hard over there. Then do you know anything? Have you heard anything about Crowley?
What about it?
Have you heard anything about what they gonna look like?
Yeah. That basically everything Coach Lynn asking for, he getting everything. They behind him 1,000%. And the kids that left and went west are coming back home.
They relocated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They coming back home. They coming back home.
Coming back home. A lot of people realize they didn't like the rent where they was. They coming back.
Right.
home.
Right. Well. That old coach was a Fort Worth ISD coach, JJ Resendez or what his name was, and basically he beat I don't know. This is what I heard. He basically squeezed the turnip until there was nothing left, and kids were actually just going wherever they wanted to go. But now I literally heard a parent that I know personally, they going back home. They're going back home.
Right.
And it's a bunch of them going back home.
I can't wait to get out there this fall practices. That's gonna be one of my first stops. I get with Lynn. I missed a college day because it was in the middle of the day. I was at work.
Yeah. But he whatever he wants, his staff, he's got full autonomy over the program, and I fully expect Crowley to do very well.
Now, what is this? He's saying somebody saying the North Crowley could go D2. I'm gonna need y'all to explain that.
How's that? They got the biggest enrollment in that district. Well, Euless.
Euless is
Euless. Let me see who else.
Anybody know about that?
No, I don't see the pathway. I don't see the path. Euless, and who's the? You got Boswell, Euless. LD Bell. LD Bell makes it. They might.
Oh,
I don't think so.
LD Bell got a bunch of. They got that IB program over there. Those kids count.
Yeah. But that would mean Euless and LD Bell would have to make the playoffs.
Right. To push them down. Yeah. But I don't see a pathway where they don't go D1.
Yeah, I don't see it either, Coach.
Do you see a pathway where they both don't make the playoffs?
LD Bell and North Crowley?
I mean, no. Who would you say?
Trinity?
Yeah.
Trinity hurting, boy. Trinity hurting.
Trinity rebuilding. That's
they hurting.
Man.
They hurt.
So you saying basically Trinity is a non-factor this year?
They'll beat somebody.
But everybody out there, man. Hey, Coach D,
Somebody.
Coach D, check this out. People laughed at us when we said this. But me and J-Mac went to the Duncanville Euless Trinity game. And we were sitting there watching that game. We was like, man, they gonna be bad. And we was on the show talking about how bad they was gonna be. And people was like, man, that's Trinity. And man, they were bad.
No, they was getting drugged by Martin.
Yeah. They basically had to win a game at the end of the season just to make the playoffs. And that what they, in the fourth spot. And I don't see them. They're not as athletic as North Crowley. They're not, and I know this is blasphemy. They're not as tough as Boswell. I think Crowley just. I think Crowley can beat them. I'm just going through. I don't see anybody who Chris Chisholm Trail to get beat by them, but I just don't see who they beat in district.
They beat Bell last year to make the playoffs. The last game of the season.
But I'm saying, but
I think remember we had the Bell linebacker. He said what happened. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game, and I know their running back got hurt.
Right.
Their running back got hurt that game too.
Right.
See, teams like that, man. I mean, depth means a lot.
Everything.
And that's why I keep trying to tell my DeSoto brother over there, Lamont, that we can poo-poo the spring game, but that's your depth. Them the same kids you gonna have to count on if somebody get hurt.
That's where growth in the season comes down. I mean, just going to practice. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hopefully they learn how to tackle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Euless, they got a good chance of missing the playoffs next year. What you saying?
They do. With Crowley coming on, they do.
I mean, all right. So let me ask you this: when you look, it's Crowley. Crowley is in the same district as Euless Trinity.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Coach Lynn coming in, new group, new team, new organization.
Yeah.
And he's getting some kids back back into his program. Do they have a legitimate chance of making that fourth spot?
Yes.
Or higher?
Yes. See, and this is the thing. Coach Lynn done seen Trinity before at Cedar Hill. He ain't afraid of them.
Right.
He just got to. Like I said, the program. Everything that program needed. From what I'm hearing and what I've seen, I mean, everything that program needed. Just like Coach at North Crowley, he was everything North Crowley needed. Brilliant. That athletic director out there, brilliant hires. I mean, that's everything they needed. They about to corner the market. And I hate when you say that, J Mac, but
I told you,
the 817. They have cornered the market, and
ODY basketball coach, right?
Yeah.
I bet you he won't have no problem getting the crowd to follow him to the road game.
I bet you he won't have no problems filling out a roster either.
And that's the thing, man. So, Coach G, are you excited now about Fort Worth football?
No. Because
stand up.
Because I know it's almost like when I was in school. We knew we were gonna get out of the city, but Odessa Permian, we had to go through them. You got to go through them folks off of Camp Wisdom in 6A. You just have to. And then, which in my opinion, that's why I love the Coach Lynn and because what is the narrative you always hear about a team from this side of town playing South Lake? They gonna outcoach you. They ain't got no excuses now. They go up against South Lake. Hey man,
Well, I mean, it goes back to the same thing now. You know, when you talk about Duncanville, both of them coaches done coached against Duncanville.
That's
They see
right.
the same issue, right?
But
Right.
but
So do you think that Fort Worth football is moving in a good direction?
outside of Fort Worth proper, yes.
Okay,
Outside
so
of Fort,
you
Crowley
still not
is
saying
Fort Worth.
it's
Crowley is
eight.
Fort Worth.
I said
know,
Fort
but
Worth
you don't want to
proper.
do
I
it.
said
You
Fort
don't
Worth
want to say
proper.
you don't want to. You don't want
Outside of Fort Worth proper, yes. Yeah, it is. I know, man. I know. You gonna have. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some holy water, man. I know.
Hey,
But
we gonna keep doing this therapy session on you, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it.
Crowley is the new Funkytown, baby. Stand up.
Hey,
Stand
Real
up.
talk. Yeah.
would you say that 817 is moving in a positive direction in football?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fort Worth.
What was going on in Crowley, brilliant. My people still live on Avenue J over there in the Poly district. I hear in the Poly area, they got a phenomenal coach. Former Dallas Cowboy just got hired at Poly.
Phillip.
Can't think, huh?
Oh, they got a new coach over there.
Yeah, former Dallas Cowboy. Can't think his name right now. But anyway, he's he got to build the numbers up. When's the last time you heard a Fort Worth quarterback getting a D1 scholarship offer? Kay Barrett got one of those. Raylan Carter, which I think is one of the best all-around athletes in the 817. Hey, man, we're going to get him to Michigan. I don't know how. We probably going to have to get I don't know how, but we're going to have to get him to Michigan.
Bring him to King of the City. He win it, we'll give him that offer.
Hey, let me tell you something. He's one of the kids I was going to reach out to. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We go get him to Michigan, and we're going to get Taylor Tatum from Longview running back to Michigan.
Yeah. Hey.
We go get it. We go get it
I got
going.
so excited. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, I have my man. I've been knowing the guy for almost 20 years. I got state champion out of DeSoto, got his degree out of Michigan. He signed on with the Giants, one of the Green Twins. Hey, man, they got that kid ready, man. They rave about him all the time about how technically sound he is in the league. So yeah, man, Michigan doing something right.
Yeah, man.
They just can't defend the 3-4.
Well,
yeah,
listen. No, you know what? Now you being messy, man. Look. You know what? At the end of the day, you should be proud of Fort Worth football.
Yeah, I am.
Crowley and North Crowley is Fort Worth football's finest.
And Elderman.
Yeah.
Let's not leave out Elderman.
Well, Coach G will say Everman. He'll claim. I mean.
Yeah, Everman. I mean, like I said, when we went to the Dairy Queen, we met those Everman kids. But I'm gonna tell you about Everman, and I had to sit down with kinfolk about Everman. Everman is gonna be just like Everman is gonna get whatever they want on offense. The issue or the concern is can they stop a nosebleed?
Don't say that, man.
Yeah, that almost got Coach Carr banned from the
Yeah,
side.
Coach Carr almost got cussed out.
Okay. Yeah, they
just in case you want to get back up in there, man. You can't be saying that.
Right. Okay. They got to find some dogs on that side of the ball. How about that?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But I tell you this, Coach G, if the quarterback stay healthy, and if they could just stay relatively healthy, they're gonna be a hard out. I can tell you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, everybody thought highly of Stephenville. Stephenville had to put up 65?
Yeah.
He had to put up 65 to beat that kid.
And from what I understand, the relocation going on down in Heritage, I guess people don't like the property taxes.
No.
It's a lot of exiting going on.
No, that was a change. That's a change. That was a change. Didn't the head coach relocate? Or did he went to
No,
college, didn't he?
I think the O line coach.
So the ain't Heritage head coach, did he go to college?
Allen, right?
I think so. It's a coach out there that they were in love with that a little relocating going to Waxahachie.
That was the OC.
Right.
No, it wasn't OC.
I think it's the head coach. Ain't the head either went to college or he went to another gig.
He left. They about 3 of them coaches left over there.
Yeah. They lost his Waxahachie's game.
Yeah, he had Allen. That's what somebody just said. So yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of those kids are looking to see, they're trying to get closer to working at Six Flags.
Hey man, and all I can say is they open the door, because if it's been a lot of relocation at Heritage, the door is wide open for everyone to take district.
Yeah. Well, now, what do you think about Seguin? I hear they got some burners over there. I haven't seen them 11 on 11, all 22, but I hear they got some burners over there.
Well, I think Seguin is always a 7 on 17.
Okay.
I think that's been their issue for years, is trenches.
Gotcha.
Anybody else want to add to that? You know anything about that, Eastside?
Well,
all I know about Seguin is Coach Lynn used to be the head coach there.
But Seguin, they getting think about it. You got Summit, and they fight with kids. So then you got Timothy right there. You got Summit, and you got Seguin, man. So those schools are like within a 5-mile radius of each other. So
yeah.
So here's okay. So it's funny that you say that. So here's my question: where is Arlington football going? Because Arlington Martin has lost their coach. He at Nebraska, right? So who's the top dog in that Arlington area?
Summit.
I think it's Summit or Timberview.
Summit got some. I told you, J Mac. They got some animals over there.
They do.
But Summit is not Arlington, though, is it?
Mansfield. It's right there on the line.
Yeah,
that's why I say that.
Summit and Timberview is Arlington. Ain't that an Arlington address?
Yeah. It is. It is.
What I'm saying is, like, when we saw, who's that we saw, J Mac? Sam Houston?
Yeah, Bowie.
No, they're not going to be good.
Bowie dropped off too.
Bowie, Sam Houston, Lamar, Arlington Martin, Seguin, right? Are those the 5 schools?
I think it's 6.
It's 6, but I'm gonna be honest.
It's 6.
Arlington High.
Arlington
High. There you go. Yeah, that's right. So
we're gonna see if they did an addition by subtraction at Arlington High.
Oh.
You saying they're gonna still be the same 6-5 team?
If you didn't catch it, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. I got it. Ooh.
You didn't catch it, don't worry about it. Shout out to Little Cat though, man. But yeah, I mean, I just think Arlington is down, man. Arlington football is down right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Martin? Though? I'm always hearing Martin sending top D1 kid. I've been hearing that the last couple of years. You don't think anything?
Yeah, we'll see. They lost their coach, so we'll see.
They hired internally, right?
Then they should be fine. If they hired internally, they should be fine. They 1 or 2 rounds. Because they're gonna see what they see Duncanville in the area, right?
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
I'm gonna be honest. Who's all in that Arlington district?
It's all the district is all Arlington.
And that's 6A, right?
Schools. Yeah. They got the Arlington school and they got the 2 Grand Prairie schools.
Right.
I just think they just food for whoever.
Now Now, South Grand Prairie, you know,
They all
South Grand Prairie, those kids, Lake Ridge's demise is South Grand Prairie's gain.
All right, because what are they though? They what, 1 and 2 rounds deep?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like what we talking about? Like nobody's in that district, like Jeremy said, everybody like that's the one district you like, man.
They should be banging every year.
Yeah, but it's not. You know what I mean? I don't even, what East Side, what would you equate that district to as far as like a SEC Big 12 type? Where would you put them at?
Which district?
The one with Arlington Lamar, the whole Arlington district.
ACC. South GP and all them.
ACC football.
Finesse ball. Yeah, finesse ball.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
but at least the ACC had Clemson make them run for a couple of years.
That's Martin.
Okay, but Clemson won it though, right? I mean, I get what you're saying.
How about
Clemson didn't see Alabama to the championship either. And you said
right.
to the second round.
Yeah, right. So they just say
I go 3-4 rounds deep.
No, who was that? Who you talking about, Lamar?
You said Martin got to see them folks that come with him second round, right?
Right.
Third round. It's third round.
Martin do that.
Third round.
4 or 5 rounds deep. So you never know. Like I say, that's a different animal over there. I admit it.
Because I think the last couple of years they beat Martin, then they beat Prosper. Ain't that how it usually go? You see Martin, then you see Prosper right behind it.
Shit, but Martin, they been so down. Martin played Louisville second round, and they damn sure ain't.
Oh yeah, well we know how that ended.
Red, so so they can't even make it past second round now. Nobody in that district making it past second round.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Do you think that district kind of, because they don't really prepare themselves in that district for each outside of their district, right?
No.
Well, wait a minute, no, because Martin beat Allen, right?
Yeah, because they only get one game. Ain't that a 9-team district?
Yeah, who beat Allen?
Oh, they lost.
Everybody beat Allen.
Oh,
BJ gonna get you.
No, they beat Allen. They beat Allen, didn't they?
Yeah,
they beat Allen. Allen beat Martin, didn't he?
Yeah, Allen.
No, Martin beat Allen.
No, they lost 27-16.
Okay.
No, because Allen had lost the week before, and they played them the second week.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Now Martin they went down and beat Lake Travis.
Okay. They sure did.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's when the alarm went off on Lake Travis.
Yeah, but Lake Travis, they know what they.
And that's when Lake Travis nose guard relocated to Vandergrift to help stop.
Yeah,
absolutely, coach. He got a new location.
I said relocated.
It ain't gonna help.
I was about to say something else, coach.
Yeah, man. That district trash though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Leave it up to East Side. Talk about some districts, boy.
Yeah, he pulled up on the 3.
Yeah, but he don't hold back though.
Houston, Lamar.
That's what. Hey, you heard what I said? East Side is food. It ain't up with food.
Yeah.
It's food waiting.
I can have whole city of Arlington on the dub
ass. Hey man,
listen. Hey Lamar.
Yeah.
The city of Arlington has brought home a championship before the city of Dallas. I said Arlington brought home the XFL Renegades. Brought them home a championship before the city of Dallas.
They sure did.
That's Championship City right now, Jack.
Yeah. Hey, that might spark something. That might get something going. You know, they got the XFL championship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's contagious.
Rangers.
The Rangers out here doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
So which one of y'all would put money on them getting past the third round?
Hey, I don't bet money on kids.
I do.
Now, I'd be happy to have some wings in the cold, though.
Nah, they ain't nobody.
But somebody did say they out of their top 4 to go to playoffs, 3 of them gonna be on the one and done boys.
Yeah.
So which one is the 4th one? Arlington?
We don't know that.
No, let me see. I think you got South GP. They gonna make it. Martin, they gonna make it. Bowie, and probably who else?
Well, I'll tell you this. I want to say Grand Prairie will be better because they could have got in on the last game of the season. They lost to South Grand Prairie, so I wouldn't count Grand Prairie out.
Oh, they definitely won it.
If you're talking about the 4th spot, Coach, you definitely talking about one and done.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. Just what it is. It's just what it is.
What it does.
It's just what it is. I mean, because I want to say that one who played Odessa in the first round out of that district.
No, that was
I can't remember because that was because I want because Odessa that's the one when I get out there. I'm hearing some wicked things about what's going on out there in Permian and Odessa and Midland and Abilene.
Yeah, I thought Odessa played that team out of El Paso, the military kids, the military parent kids. Those kids out there
in the first round.
Yo,
hey, you look it up, Lamont. You got
yeah, I thought they
Spectrum
played a team out of El Paso.
in the first round. El Paso got 6A.
Yeah, they had a team. Hell yeah, they gave North Carolina money.
Wasn't that an El Paso team?
They beat
they played North Carolina, almost upset them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They gave them free money.
Oh, Andrews. Yeah. Because I know one of them schools. I just know one school out there, the Troopers or whatever they call them.
Hey, I got a question though. I gotta ask this, man, Cole. You know, it's been in the news a lot. Just to kind of switch subject real quick.
I gotta look in a minute.
Tell me, man. I'm gonna ask you. I ask you first. Oh, everybody drop it out. I'm gonna ask you first, Riser. What do you think of this John Morant thing? Are they tripping about nothing?
Man, it's serious, man. Like you said, you need to surround yourself with better people. I know that much.
You think it's that simple?
No, it ain't.
It ain't. He got a street problem. He got a street problem. But as far as I don't always agree with JJ Redick, but I was with him. We gonna throw the book at a 23-year-old. You know, don't get me wrong. When they talk about protecting the shield in the NFL, it's the same thing about the NBA. You know, you got to, and Memphis, which once they start digging into, Memphis. They got a gun problem out there too, so he's exacerbating the problem with them young kids. So I understand the look,
but he's not
right. Like he didn't do nothing wrong legally, right? Everybody agree with that, okay?
Nah.
But Coach, if you're doing things that cost me millions of dollars, that's worse.
Conduct detrimental.
And it's like, it's like you said, it's not illegal. I can't post on Facebook waving guns and shit. I'll lose my job.
In a heartbeat.
You gotta know what you can and cannot do. Damn if it's illegal or not.
Players code of conduct.
It's
right, exactly.
Code of conduct.
That's in your contract. When you sign in that contract, those things are in your contract. So it's again. It is costing him millions and millions and millions of dollars. But however, I do think that there's something greater at play. And I can't particularly tell you why that out of all cities and all towns and all times, what year is this for him?
Second, third?
No, year.
Third year. Right? It's his third year in the league. He's 23, right? His third year in the league. He in the city of Memphis, and Memphis has that problem, right? I don't know. Listen, I can't make excuses for him, and I'm not gonna make excuses for him. Know your money, and my partner, my dude, we don't go live no more ever with me on IG.
And
So
your
when y'all
daddy.
roll up and pull up, we ain't pulling phones out. We just having a quiet moment with us and our time. Now, here's the second part of that. With the gun freely. 1995, 4. Calvin Goldsmith, Carter High School. They was in the yard. His friend was playing with a gun. Gun went off. Killed Calvin right there on the spot. So there is a lot about it. The safety, the handling, you know what I mean? Those things that are in the perception of our kids that look up to you, right? That's an issue. Nike losing money, that's the issue. The NBA told you don't do it no more. We've already suspended you. That's an issue. You know what I mean? The way his parents act, that's an issue.
His daddy active.
Right. So there is a lot going on, and we don't really know the true dynamics of that family. But at the end of the day, bro, he making decisions that's costing him millions of dollars. And that's millions of dollars of generational wealth. And he got a kid.
What you his parents or daddy?
Yeah, that's where I was going with this. The problem ain't his friends. The problem is the homies.
The problem is friend, because you look at the video, his friend was actually trying to hide the camera.
Yeah, he was actually trying. He actually moved the camera.
Right.
The problem is his parents not wanting to tell him.
Yeah.
The problem is his dad is on front row being a celebrity. You know, you get to bang out a few groupies or whatever because you're job dad or whatever you're doing. I don't really care. But the problem is, it means something when if your dad is in your life and he right there with you. The homies can't tell you nothing more solid than the joker that raised you.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So the problem starts right there for me. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's the homies. I don't think it's nothing more than your dad is right there with you, step for step. And he ain't really trying to check it because he don't want to lose his season ticket.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that because from what I've seen about hearing about his childhood, how he grew up, schools, and even some of his high school pictures, I believe his daddy was there. He's just trying to portray an image that's not him.
But his dad's still there.
Huh?
His dad is still there.
That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine. I'm pretty sure his dad pulled him to the side like, hey, you messing this up. It's just Ja being young and dumb, trying to portray an image that's not him. Bro, you're not.
Right.
Right. I get that. I get that. Which all the more reason is if I'm going to play that role and my mom's calling me to come take up for her at foot action, or if my mom come take up for her at a volleyball game, and my dudes come up and show up and they ruffling up the manager till he don't even want to leave the store. You know what I'm saying? That's I get it. That's me wanting to be gangster, and that's the type of entourage I have. At the same sentence, if that's your life, keep it off video, bro.
That's true.
That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you do, that's how you roll, keep it off video. Mama, don't call me to handle this type of stuff. Stay out of this type of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You see
But that's what
what
I
I'm
said.
saying?
It's the parents' fault. She called Ja because she knows Ja want to be a tough guy.
And he know he ignorant.
What you think about it, Eastside? I see you shaking your head.
No, I'm just agreeing with y'all saying, man.
He's just acting.
I'm just looking. When he posted that last video, what's going through his head? And this fool sitting there posted on
I don't know, man.
I'm like, you gotta feel some type of, why is this dude putting this on IG? Man, you can't be.
The homies though. He was going live and Ja just pulled a gun out of nowhere. The homie tried to
that was the homie live.
Yeah, the homie tried to help him out. He tried to help him out.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
Going through his head.
You know, John. So if you know your boy gonna pull out a gun and do some silly stuff like that, why would you pull out a camera? We bumping NBA young boy, we jamming, we listening to it. That whole scene gives you a whole different narrative, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, trying to get clout off you. Look, I'm with John. John, you know.
But this way, you see how we holding the partner accountable, but not John.
That's my point.
I'm saying is some.
That's what I'm saying.
No, here's the thing, Lamont. Here's the thing, brother. All right. So if I got a friend that only lets me do the stupid stuff and allow me to do the stupid stuff, he's hindering my growth as a man, as a person, as a human being. He's not my friend. The friend that criticizes me, that holds me to a different level and makes me do the things that I don't want to do because it's going to make me get better. Bro, you tripping. Bro, why you moving like that? That's the cat you need to keep in your corner.
Here's the thing, though, Coach. The friend didn't make him pull a gun out. Like I say, the friend actually turned the camera off or took it away.
All right, Lamont, if me and you kick it, and we kick it all the time, bro, and I know every time some music get on and we just sitting in the car chilling, you'll pull out a gat and start doing stupid stuff. I know that about you because you my dog, right? I'm not going to turn on the camera and put you in jeopardy because I want to clout.
I still think you're trying to give Ja a pass on this one.
I'm not giving Ja a pass, bro. At the end of the day, it's his decision to make, for sure. For sure. However, in the grand scheme of things, God put angels around us. He put people around us to tell us certain things, and do certain things to protect us. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, if that's your boy, I know Lamont. I know Lamont gonna make a video every day. Right? I know that's what he do. I'm not gonna put him in a situation if that's how he makes his millions and jeopardize his reputation because I'm getting clout when I know that. I'm not holding you accountable because what Ja did wasn't wrong. He didn't break a law. He didn't. He didn't break a law.
But he broke that code of conduct.
He did not. It only happened until his boy put him on video.
That's on Ja. Ja, you know you an NBA superstar. You know.
I mean, let's be honest. The man already done got in trouble for putting a gun on video.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking maybe my homie ain't that stupid to do it again.
Exactly, J-Mac. Like, come on, bro. You just got trouble. So there wasn't no homies around. You at home, man down, but you want to pull your pistol out for what?
He did that. Yeah, that's a dummy move. This time, his boy did it.
His boy didn't pull the pistol out.
I just hope.
It might as well be the pistol.
I will be honest, man. I brought that up because I know we got a lot of dads, a lot of fist dads, as I like to call them. A lot of dads that's in their athlete's life. Their son as an athlete, they in their life. And I just hope they're using all examples. If you're a mentor, if you're a coach, a trainer, anything in these kids, man, I hope y'all using every chance to make examples. Cause we ain't gonna get into it, but let's just be honest. It's trouble right here in the city with our athletes. So I just hope that everybody is taking time out, quit being a fan of these kids, quit kissing these kids' ass, quit trying to be a hanger-on, quit trying to be whatever you're trying to be. That is not your way out of your job. That is not your lifeline to get off a 9 to 5. So let's tell these kids what's right, whether they like it or not. They don't want to mess with you no more. Oh well, at least you told them what's right.
You tried.
You tried. They don't want to fool with you no more. Oh well. But let's quit telling these kids they don't do nothing wrong and it's everybody's fault. It's okay to tell a kid you messed up, man. No, that ain't how we do it. You can't tell me that. I'm a 5-star. Okay, your 5-star ass be in jail.
Because
that's all I'm saying.
No, you're right, man.
So if anybody, if you got a kid, if you out here, quit buying be these got doggone kids, friends and homeboys and hanger-ons. That is not your way out of your 9 to 5. Go back to school if you want to get off that 9 to 5.
I mean, we see it almost every year. Multiple college players get to college and mess up before they even get on the field. But,
yeah, we seen it. Right. We seen it 2 years ago at Kimball.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people made excuses, and if you check the blogs, if you check the county logs,
you know, that's real, man. I think, you know, at the end of that day, man, like you say, just locally, J-Mac, it's bad because if you just look around what's happening to our own kids in the southern sector, you know, you had a kid in Lancaster get shot. You know what I mean? 4 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? Been on the show, Agent Zero, right? Quick 6, right? Like, to see that's happening close. Kids at other schools been shot. You know what I mean? I think, you know, this whole gun-free spirited thing is very illusional. You know, a gun is meant, okay, somebody said it best. A rock is good if it kills somebody bad, but a rock is bad if it kills somebody good. So a gun is a gun. And it's not until you pull it and end somebody's life that everything changes. We have to be able to put ourselves in a position where our kids can start learning how to respond as opposed to react to situations. You know what I mean? And being able to be okay with walking out of a situation. Oh, you a sucker. Okay, yes. You know what I mean? Coach Carr used to say, listen, don't nothing good happen after 12 o'clock. Don't nothing good happen when you're in a car full of people. Ain't nothing good happen when you got girls involved. And this is all after 12 o'clock. And you got girls involved. And nothing good happens when you got alcohol or drugs. And I think that if you look in a lot of those situations, those things are happening. And we gotta get these kids right.
We gotta do it, man. And one thing I just know, man. I just know from being, you know, I've been having a youth Facebook group for years before we did the dub, and I've been seeing it for years. It's just too much. It's too much being a fan. It's one thing to be a fan of your kid and support your kid, but it's too much excuses go on. It's too much letting stuff slide. It's too much, you know. I don't see enough yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. That's why when I talk to kids and they tell me yes sir, no sir, I'll be like, man, that's a great kid, because I know somebody don't actually talk to joke or something.
Right.
Do you think that's a result of helicopter dads?
I think yeah. I mean, I say fence dads because I was a fence dad, but I wasn't that bad. I wasn't, you know, my son Ted, I'm on his butt now. He grown. So, but I just say fence dad because usually the fence dad is the one that's always at practice, always. But you're right. Helicopter dad might be something different. Helicopter dad. Helicopter dad. You know, because do we consider LeVar Ball a bad influence for his kid? I thought he kept him right.
I mean, he had the number 1 pick in the draft, number 2 pick in the draft. I say he did a hell of a job.
I think so.
That's what I'm saying. But he's considered a helicopter dad, right?
I don't necessarily know if that's considered a helicopter.
He might be in his own category.
Yeah, I think he might be the world's greatest marketer. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, to me, he like baby Grunk daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Creating narratives to, you know, that's marketing. That's good stuff. I wouldn't say that. I would say a helicopter dad is a dad that makes excuses for their child, don't allow their child to make mistakes, and doesn't hold them accountable.
Right.
who puts their child above all else.
Yeah.
If my child don't do this, we gonna do that.
Like, I just wonder how many actually teach their kid to speak when they walk in the room. How many teach theirs that if you walking in the door, you open the door, if you see a lady coming through or somebody walking behind
Because
how
you know how
many
many times
teachers?
I hear the N word.
How many teach? No sir, yes sir, no ma'am, no ma'am, and you know, yes ma'am.
You mind?
I'm just telling you the truth, and I'm telling you this because I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't making up nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here. I see the one that think they above grown people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I see it. I see kids that think they above grown people. Like I would never be a recruiting guy because I see how they get treated.
So let me ask you this though, J Mac. Do you think that ranking and labeling kids at an early age resulted in this?
Say it again one more time.
I said, do you think that, and because I see you shaking your head,
Yes,
do
sir.
you think that the ranking of these kids at an early age,
Nah.
do you think it? Do you think it?
I think that mean more for the
There's kids that have been still ranked high, and they're still respectable. That's the parent, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, I remember being on the sideline, and I was coaching. It was a year of COVID, and I was coaching this kid, and this kid wasn't coming out the ball. He wasn't moving. He wasn't doing nothing. So I told the kid to come out the game. It wasn't that I didn't think he was a good player. It's just I needed him to get some rest because I knew he needed to go back in and play some more to be effective. His dad on the sideline said, "Hey, why'd you pull him out? He was all this. He's all that."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lamont, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so after I explained to his dad, I didn't hear nothing else after that. You know what I mean? Because he got a chance to see his kid grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that too is not only the parents, but I think it's also the relationship they have with those coaches. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell that parent, hey, I understand that it's not going to look like the way you want it to look, but you're going to get the results that you're looking for. And sometimes it's being able to take those kids and develop them as opposed to having a lot of coaches around them and around your kids that's teaching them bad habits because it's more of the ego-driven way of coaching, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Makes a whole lot of sense. I'm in that world. I'm in that world right now. I got a 9U kid playing select football, and I have a 12U daughter playing volleyball and softball select. And man, the kids, I'm gonna tell you, my mother's 84 years old. I better not ever approach her and not say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. My father's 81 years old. It's yes, sir, no, sir. This kid's out there calling their parents by their first name.
I was just at home.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, by their first name. I tell a story, not to get off topic, but my grandmother, when I went to school, and my grandmother had got sick, and they was like, hey, they were calling up to the school for me. They asked me what my grandmother's name was. I was 15 years old and did not know what my grandmother's government name was.
Yes.
Because it was grandmother. I was 15 years old and did not, and I had to know it then because of the situation that was going on. I said all that to say this: the kids. It's not on the kids, and I feel you, J Mac. It ain't about the kids. The kids are good kids. The majority of them, 95% of them are good kids. You always got a 5%er. But a lot of these parents are living through their kids. And when they hear number one, I'm the number one rated, yada, 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 or I'm the number 3 rated or a 4-star, you know, them kids really don't care about that. It's the parents, man. And like I said, you know, I'm just a teacher like that, man. I don't ask for my respect. I demand it. And these kids, man, I don't think we demanded enough respect on that level from these kids. Because like I said, when I literally had to walk off when I heard a kid call their parents by their first name.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Man. Like I see my homie just put that in there. You know, they call their parents bro. And
man,
to see them call each other bros.
Right. Wait a minute. To see the girls call each other bro. I was in the store the other day and they do it. I'm like, man, isn't gone to hell in a handbasket as far as that.
I just think, and I just think it all correlates. I just think if you don't have no structure at home, if you get away with stuff and people make excuses for you at home, it's just gonna leak on out.
Right.
Well, I'll say this, there's a million stories of athletes, and hell, I coached one we used to call Vic, and that cat was so cold and stuff, but everybody was pumping him up. He wasn't going to school. Ended up in jail for drugs or murder or something, bro. And I mean that's a classic story you hear all over the place. You look at somebody like Baby Grunk, his daddy just pushing and promoting him. He's just a promotion too. I don't think nobody seen him play one down in football. But this
707 kid, he's 707 kids.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't coming down south with a real heater.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But this kid is messed up already because of Pops. Pops is just putting them, and then what if he fails? Then what he gonna turn to, or what he gonna turn into?
See, that's the problem I have, man. It's like them kids at a younger age. High school age kids, man, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, that's different.
But the younger age, and the only reason why I say that, right? So everybody on here, if y'all was looking at a game, this is what I call my mama's recruit. If everybody's looking at this game, everybody know who the coldest dude on that field is. It don't take a whole lot of talent to see that.
Right.
He cold. But the majority of those kids at that age, some are going to continue to be cold because they already got it. Like Booby, like you can say what you want to say about Booby. His measurables are already better than high school kids.
Yeah.
Right? His measurables, just his size, his talent, his speed, his length is already college ready. Right? So that's an exception. When y'all saw Tiger, y'all knew who Tiger was. It doesn't surprise you that Tiger's doing what Tiger's doing. You see that.
But I'm gonna say this about Booby family. Booby, Mr. Feaster, Mrs. Feaster, solid top down. They solid and have been. I have said this, and I'm gonna say it again on this platform. They are an example of how to just how they move with respect, how they son is humble. Hey, they're an example for me having a little youngster. I mean,
his talent wise, you knew what he was, right?
Off the rip.
If you look at the other kids, it's the other kids that's getting affected, right? So if you say, okay, well, little Jimmy is going to be the number 10, is the number 1 10U quarterback in the country. How many 10U quarterbacks have you seen? Right? You know what I'm saying? How many? Right? Yeah. And is little Jimmy going to be, little Jimmy might get fat ankles as he get older.
And be a center.
Little Jimmy might grow a little bit too much taller. And then if he don't, then he was like, well, I was the number 1 10th grader in the country. Sir, you're 20.
Right.
You're center. You know what I'm saying? Or go ahead and bag these gross. Like, there's a lot of things. Like,
wow.
that you got to deal with from a psychological standpoint, man. When you so I'm dating myself, but when I read this book in college, right, and this book in college it talks about black people and racism and how it started racism and everything like that. And the first thing they talked about was that if you want to turn a group of people or a group of individuals or whatever against each other, the first thing you do is you separate them and you categorize them.
Yes.
You put them in different categories.
Yes.
Then you rank them. And then you say, hey, the guy with blue eyes is better than the guy with the brown eyes. So
Yes.
now you done created a system that's forcing people who generally would be together working towards a common goal. You separate them, and now you create jealousy and envy and all this other stuff. Oh, I'm the best. Oh, no, I'm the best. You know what I mean? And I just think that's the same way that ranking young kids is today, man. I think a lot of these helicopter dads are trying to live off their son being the number one 10U quarterback.
Hey, what's the helicopter dad? I heard y'all say that 2 times.
What's that?
A helicopter dad. What the hell is it?
That's more like the
They
LeVar
hover
Ball.
around. They hover around like a
Yeah, they hover around their kid. They kind of controlling. They control the environment.
Gotcha. Living through your kid pretty much. Okay.
Well, not only that. I mean, every coach, every trainer, they always got something to say. They're gonna be in every coach face, every trainer face.
Okay.
They're gonna be that kid that coaches don't even want to deal with because it comes with the dad. His dad is included.
We know who that is, Lamont. The daddy, a handler instead of a dad.
Exactly.
Kid been on 5 years or 2 years, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, see, like LeVar, you what I call the fence dad. You like
you a fence dad, Lamont. We fence dad, Lamont. We
fence
fence dad.
You gonna be there to support.
Yeah.
You gonna be there to support. You gonna be hanging on the fence, watching practice, watching the game, making sure everything, just watching and supporting them. Like, I didn't miss nothing my son did. I didn't miss a workout. I didn't miss a 7-on-7. I didn't miss a practice.
I put him to the side on the way home and let him know where I think he messing up at. But I'll never get the coach or hey, what you doing?
Right.
No, that's real. Lamont, I could say that outside the first time you said that on the sideline. Then I had to look back at you doing the sideline and told you I got this.
All I said was he could play center too. I think I know you told me.
You said, why you taking him out? He was all conference D line, and I said I don't care. He ain't doing nothing out here.
Hey, but our coach drugged that game too. I think. I think we drugged that game too, wasn't we?
No, it was 6-0. We was playing the Bills. Yeah, that was the first game of the season. Yeah. I remember it. Don't worry about it, Lamont. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Hey, Coach Carr. Coach Carr, you're going to be in Lamont's next memes.
Yeah. Get ready, boy. He gonna make a cold video of you. You walking up the wrong tree.
Everybody barking up a tree. Lamont knows the truth.
I can be honest though. I had to learn to pull back some. Cause the coaching in me wants to be out there, wants to my opinion. But I had to learn as he getting older, he starts playing with other coaches. I gotta sit. I'm gonna watch them out. I gotta sit back and let these coaches do what they do. Like just for example, I think it was college night. He didn't play that much during the college night. So I text her, what does he need to do to improve? Not to get, not to get on the coach, but what is he doing wrong? That's what a lot of parents mess up. Like they'll think my son is this, my son is that. You hate them now. If you come at a coach or be like, hey, what is he doing wrong? Not what the coach doing wrong. Or you just like my child. Most coaches will tell you, well, he's lacking here, here, here. A lot of parents don't want to hear what their child is lacking at. Their child is perfect. And that don't be the case at all.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They be like, man, my child had 5 sacks in the 10U championship game. That's what they got to do with the high school.
Hey, how was you, Coach Eastside? Because you had a kind of big time quarterback over there. under your roof. But you more just you taught them at home and just kind of let the coaches do what they do. Or did you get a coach a play sheet?
Say it again, Jay, man.
I say I know you had your son was a quarterback and a pretty good one. How was you more of a fence dad or a helicopter dad? Did you give the coach a play sheet?
No. But hey, hey, but they did have my kids on there. But no, like his junior year, man, I was a fence dad. Might have been a little bit of helicopter dad because there was some let me see, some questioning going on because the coach told me that, you know, he was, as a sophomore, he was a number 2 quarterback as a sophomore, but we weren't going to sit on the sideline. So we decided, me, him, and the coach, let him play JV because we don't want to waste a year, you know. So anyways, junior year comes up. That was a COVID year. And now all of a sudden we got a quarterback competition. And the other quarterback was a coach's son. So, and Chance was way better than this kid. There's no doubt about it. And I'm just not saying he was. But I was at every practice. Didn't say nothing. I was just sitting there. I'm the only parent there anyway. But I wanted them to know I was there. I wanted to let them know I see what y'all see. So I didn't want to, you know, don't be trying to start the other kid over him just because his dad's a coach, you know. But
let them folks know he got people out there. That's what you did.
Yeah,
that's what you did.
I'm looking at what y'all looking. So how you gonna start him?
He got people out here.
Right. I don't see nothing wrong with watching practice because you need to see.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, and I usually have a good relationship with his coaches. So, you know, even last year, man, I talked to him. I said, hey, what's going on? And it wasn't just because of Chance. All that class of 22, a lot of them play for me. So I'm just trying to, hey, let me know early on what's going on. Now, I'm shut up the rest of the season. I didn't say nothing the rest of the season. I had to meet with the coach and the OC, and you know, they let me know what was going on. And
they said nepotism.
No. This is his senior year. I'm going back to senior year.
Okay, gotcha.
So he that junior year, he won the starting job. They, you know, and in my opinion, this is dad. They wasted 2 games where he could add stats, but it was a COVID year, so they competed the first 2 games of who would be the starter. But that's just me. But now the senior year, you know, I talked to Coach Harris and his OC because I saw some things in their first game that I didn't agree with. So we sat down talking. I shut up the rest of the season. But
no doubt.
I did that because I had a relationship with them, you know. And it wasn't just because of him. It was like the other kids on the team, you know. I just shut up then.
Well, hey, I give credit to Joey McGuire because I didn't think he could pull off having his son be the starting quarterback at Cedar Hill. I don't know how that would work out, but
man, that kid, what is his name? Avery.
McGuire.
The one that beat out McGuire's son. That was the Avery kid that went to Notre Dame, right?
Was it? I thought it was
he went to Notre Dame.
That was a while back. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
He could have started his son over that kid. I think that kid won the state game in sophomore year, right?
Right. And there was no way he could pull that one off. So kudos to Coach McGuire for not pushing the nepotism button.
Yeah. So I just I kind of wanted to touch on that, man. And bring that up. Avery Davis. Thank you a lot. Avery Davis.
I had to do that because I'm a fence dad too with a 9-year-old. But what I had to learn, and it's kind of brutal to me now, that when I'm thinking my son should know things that he should know when I knew him. So that's why I put my butt up in the stand. Because what I've noticed is my son don't go outside and play unless he going to practice. There's a lot of football sense of stuff. You know, I'll give you a prime example. My son He's a quarterback, and he'll play linebacker or safety. And I tell him all the time, bro, when the ball is in the air, it's yours just as much as it's his. Well, he'll let that dude catch that ball in front of him, then lay him out. So, and I'm learning, and then I get on him, and then he puts his head down, and then so that was my check right there. I said, you know what? I got to back off.
Hey,
I got to back off.
It's a fine line there, and there's a few things, because Coach Harris, they let me on the field to take pictures of the kids and stuff, but there's a few games I left the field, I had to go sit in the stands.
Yeah.
Check my man. I said I gotta go. I gotta go in the stands and sit up here. So not that I'd say anything anyway, but
nah, my son know my demeanor just like your son would know your demeanor.
It would be body language, and a lot of times I'll be in the end zone just so I'll be by myself and just whatever. But
do they be looking for y'all when they come to the sideline?
Yeah.
They be looking for y'all when they come to the sideline.
Yeah. Mine do, because and it was, and I didn't understand that because I come from an era my daddy was working. My daddy never came to none of my games. So I didn't understand that. So he looks to the sideline and I look back at him and the missus was like, he's looking for your approval.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude,
Coach, you're
like
100%.
I'm learning.
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. 100%. My dad was one of those, like you said, who worked graveyard shift and everything. Man, I played in Duncanville, bro, and he barely came to any of my games. My stepmom would come, but yeah, I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah, that daddy working third shift over there on Fort Worth Street at the Fort Worth plant. Dallas mail plant. Man, he was asleep when I was playing ball. So these things I'm learning now.
You know what? And I think that's why I was so invested in my sons, bro. I coached both of my sons. I was there to push them all the way. I wasn't a helicopter dad, but I was dang near close. But I made sure they got to college. One of them just graduated from college after playing at a couple of different universities. Another one still playing at a college. So, that's the plan. That, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is everybody think their kid is going to the NFL. They ain't. It's a low percentage that's going, even if they're super uber talented. So the best thing to do is to get them in them universities and tell them, make sure you handle the business, which is their classroom and their degree as well. You got to get something out of it. You got to get something out of it. No
doubt.
And that's going to be another show. When I get a chance, we're going to wrap this one up, but when I get a chance, when I get my homie coming on it, he's a sports agent and an NIL manager. And he's
I need a deal.
Yeah, he's gonna come on the show. We're gonna do a show, and that's what I want to talk about when we talking about all this transfer portal stuff. Because at the end of the day, I just kind of question when I see everybody talk about free education. But is it really about that if you're transferring after year one?
No.
Right. Oh no, of course it's not about that. That just sounds good. It sounds good coming out of your mouth. That sounds good. Get that free education.
It just sounds good. That's my point. And that's my point.
Hey, bring him on because I found out last week it's folks that don't know that a scholarship is year to year. They thought it was 4 years. I was like, you didn't know that? That thing gotta get approved for the next year.
Yeah. You gotta earn your keep.
Yeah, some people take it after the semester.
Man. As Deion say, you were asked to leave.
That's real talk. So,
hey, J-Man, let me ask this real quick, Coach, because I know you said you was gonna wrap it up soon. Coach Carr, did you get to put that thing out in the group or whatever about the Biggs and Barbecue and the King of the City?
Coach Carr, I'm gonna put the picture up.
Yeah.
Just tell us.
Put that back out there, so I can screenshot.
Yeah. And on top of that, we want to post. We want people to post some stuff in the group or whatever today and on Wednesday. So, Coach Carr, take it away.
All right. So, we got Biggs and Barbecue, high schools. Bring your O line, D line. Gonna see who the best are. out here. We're gonna compete, have some fun. Big man 7-on-7. We'll get out here and run around a little bit. We're gonna have a lot of barbecue. We're gonna have a girls run football combine for the girls. Coach Eastside, you know, we're gonna get these girls out here rolling, man, so you can start training them and getting these girls off to college like you're doing everybody else. All right, Lamont. So you say that you can barbecue, bring your barbecue out there, because if it's terrible, Lamont, we're gonna run you into Soto back.
I can't barbecue for nothing.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know. I'm just relaying the information to you. You know, so we're gonna have a good time, man. June 16th, 17th at Kimball High School, Friday and Saturday. We'll have a great time. And also, we have King of the City. J-Mac, give me King of the City, please. King of the City, one-on-one showcase. Coach Eastside, you're going to love this, right? So, for all your boys out there who swear they the man, they the truth, they the best, can't nobody cover them, they can shut down everybody, it's only going to be one king. You could be from anywhere. If the king is from Waco, Mesquite, Fort Worth, then the king of the city is from Waco, Mesquite, or Fort Worth. But we only looking for one to wear this crown. All right, it's going down Saturday, June 17, 2024 at Kimball High School. It is going to be a phenomenal event. We'll have a great time. So if you know anybody that you think want to go ahead and put their name in the chat, you know, so we can reach out to them. Do you think they can come and be the man?
On the flyer, we got 24. It should be 23, just so nobody don't think they got to wait a year to be in that competition.
I'm sorry, 2023. You're absolutely correct.
All right, and then so I actually got some people from Waco. I talked to this dope quarterback out of Waco Midway. I heard he just transferred to Waco University, some school like that. I think it's the 5A school down there. But he's gonna bring his quarterback and some receivers and some DBs down to it. I actually confirmed that last night. So, like he said, hey, anybody out there in the group, y'all got a dope quarterback. And look, this is for kids that we gonna bring some heavy hitters out there. But if you think you got a heavy hitter at a school, there ain't nobody been talking about you. I want y'all to jump in that thing too, man. If y'all out there, put them in the group. Put somebody's name in the group that should be in there. Wide receiver, DB. And we'll have some top-notch quarterbacks spinning the ball to them. Wide receivers, DB, tight ends, linebackers that want to cover. Hey, put them out there. Let's see if we're going to crown them. Put them in the group. Put them in the group now. Put them in the chat. Put them in the group on Wednesday, too. We're going to talk about it in depth on Wednesday. But, man, we're going to turn up for the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's Kimball High School, Juneteenth weekend. Y'all make sure y'all come out, man. Support it. We're going to have a lot of fun. You know, because quiet as it kept, you know, that's our weekend anyway. And I hope it don't never get commercialized. Let's leave our weekend our weekend. You know what I'm saying?
As long as Miss Opal Lee alive, it won't.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't never want to see out because we talk all that noise, but we would never we would hate to see Juneteenth treated the way Cinco de Mayo is. So let's keep Juneteenth not commercialized. Let's just keep it ours. Do it, treat it right.
Hey, we do get Juneteenth off now, right? Isn't that a national holiday now?
Federal.
Yeah, it's federal.
It's a federal holiday, right?
I still be working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
yes,
but the postman, nah.
I'm bringing my pit. I'm bringing my pit. Y'all gonna I'm bringing my pit.
I need the dubs.
Okay, there you go. You got the big guy.
Yeah, get that brisket ready.
Hey, if Chan's still in town, we have to bring Chan. Let him throw the 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Where? He said where? Where at the
King of the City.
At the King of the City.
I'm reaching out to Coach Chris. I'm gonna try to get Cade out there. I'm gonna try to get all them kids out there.
Hey man, let's bring old Fort Worth and new Fort Worth.
Hey, if you're a parent,
hey, just bring the 817, Coach G.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, this been great, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We gonna go ahead and end it right here. But you know what? I love it, man. This is a great show, man. We'll see y'all next time for sure.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. exclusive.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids.